Good morning everybody, welcome to Will on Safety, and it's another trip to France. This time I am taking the hire car down to Dover, across on the ferry, so I'll just do a little video on the journey down and what I'm taking. It is just one bag in here, and then obviously just my laptop bag, which is here. It's going to take me about 5.5 hours down to Dover, hour and a half across, maybe 40 minutes to where I'm going. So, take care, chat later, bye for now. Evening all, just thought I'd just check in with you. I've been on the road the last 5.5 hours, left at about 11 o'clock this morning. Had to go via Leeds to pick up a piece of documentation to allow me to bring the hire car over into Europe, and then from Leeds driven all the way down to Dover. My mother, my family think it's one big jolly travelling. It is a privilege travelling for work, but it's hard work as well. What I have had to do en route, obviously using the car's hand-free kit, is attend a couple of Zoom calls, global update meeting calls, global project calls, and calls about this trip that I am on at the moment. Ferry leaves at 7:10, gets me to Calais, I think for about 9:30 French time. Then I've got a 40-minute drive from Calais to a little place called Hardilot, bedding down for the night there, and then tomorrow up early and travel down to the site at Sermer, which is a little town in northern France. So I'm going to be spending the week there. A few projects, handovers, information gathering, site visits, site walk rounds, identifying opportunities for improvement, that type of thing, as well as doing my sort of day-to-day corporate health and safety job. Which includes things like training, organising noise and thermographic surveys, which I'll conduct myself once I'm back. Going through action plans, making sure they're progressing well. It's fairly busy. I look after pretty much the whole of Europe and some Asian countries too, such as India. So I have to do that sort of day-to-day work at the end of the working day when I'm traveling on different jobs. So it is a busy time. It's not just one big jolly. It is a privilege traveling for work. You do get to see some nice places. However, it is busy. I get to see places such as the White Cliffs of Dover and the ferry port. How lucky am I? But like we say, this is the job. This is pretty much a week in the life of a global EHS coordinator. So yeah, I will get back on here later on once I've crossed the channel, let you know where I'm staying, so you can see what sort of digs we get put up in as we're travelling around. But until later on, take care everyone. Bye for now. Good evening. So yeah, that's the end of my journey. I've just got across from Dover and then driven 45 minutes to the hotel. Yeah, so a couple of things on driving in Europe. Firstly, nothing to worry about. It's just the other side of the road. Nice and easy driving. Motorways are grand. Just pay attention to speed limits. Obviously, in a lot of the European countries, they are in kilometers an hour. I'm driving a UK car, which obviously miles per hour, and I think I've maybe triggered a speed camera, so just be aware of that. Did get pulled over as well. There were, the police were out just doing random checks. So they just wanted to have a look in the car, see what was going on. So yeah, that sometimes happens in Europe, but like I say, nothing to worry about. I got here nice and safe, maybe with a speeding ticket. So just if you are driving in Europe, bear in mind it's not like in the UK. You might be on the motorway, think you're doing a motorway speed, but that speed does fluctuate on some European motorways, so you need to keep an eye out for that. But yeah, end of a long day, and I'd like to say I'm going to bed now, but yeah, that's not really the case. I need to prep all my gear for tomorrow, and then catch up on some emails before I go to bed. And it's now, what are we at now? 11 o'clock in France. Anyway, take care. So here we have the hotel room. I have a bathroom, place for getting ready in the morning, little wardrobe space, bathroom, bath, overhead shower, complimentary water, nice workstation, decent sized bed, pretty big bed to be fair, and then a little sitting area. All in all, not too shabby a room. So yeah, arrived at the hotel, just got a couple of things to do now. It's 11:45, so I'm just checking my emails, catching up with those, because obviously I've been travelling all day, so I haven't been able to do that. The way I do it is, if there's something important, I obviously make sure that I get those squared away. The less important ones, they go down the priority list. Also need to just square some gear away tomorrow, so a bit of ironing to do, just so I've got less to do in the morning, so I can just get up, have some personal time in terms of, I'm currently learning Spanish, so I'll do that for half an hour, a bit of self-development for another half an hour after that, an hour's circuit, check my emails in the morning, and then that sets me in good stead for the day. I don't really have to worry whilst I'm on site about my other work. And once I finish, roughly about 5 o'clock in the evening, come back and check my emails, deal with any issues that have arisen during the day.